Hey guys, welcome back. After knowing how to identify if a problem can be solved using dynamic programming, now in this lecture we're going to talk about how to approach the problems using dynamic programming. There are two ways to solve a problem using DP. First, using top-down approach, and second, using bottom-up approach. Top-down approach is combination of recursion and memoization. What is memoization? Memoization is storing the result of subproblems in memory so that we do not have to solve overlapping subproblems again. This way, using memoization, we speed up the program. So top-down approach is memoization on the top of recursion. And as you can guess from the name, it starts from the top. The way we solved the Fibonacci series was top-down approach. We started from n and we went up to the smallest value of n. So now how we avoid making the repetitive calculations? We store the result for each subproblem in memory, right? For example, in an array. So let's say we are initializing this array cells with -1 and then see this piece of code. First we check if the array is already having solution for the subproblem. If yes, then we directly return it from here. Else we need to solve the subproblem. If the value of n is 0 or 1, then it is the base case, so we fill 0th and first cell with 0 and 1 respectively, and along with that we return the values. Else we make the multi-branch recursive calls. And after getting results from those recursive calls, we combine them and add them, put them in the nth cell, and then we return the result. So this was the top-down approach to solve this problem, where we are starting from the top, that is from n, and then we go downwards. Now let's talk about the other approach to solve dynamic programming problems, the bottom-up approach, where we start from the bottom and go upwards toward the top. Unlike the top-down approach, which is recursion plus memoization, the bottom-up approach is simply an iterative approach. So we start from the smallest value. See here, we insert the bottom values 0 and 1, and then we start iterating from 2 to n and keep calculating and inserting the values into the solution array. At each point, the solution is sum of previous two values. That is what we do here directly inside the for loop. So the base case in top-down is generally the assignment in bottom-up. These were the two approaches for solving problems using dynamic programming. Now let's talk about the general approach to adopt when we solve a problem using DP. First, we find out the recursion in the problem, and then we pick between top-down and bottom-up. If we're picking top-down, then we store the answer for each subproblem in a table to avoid having to recompute them. And if we are choosing bottom up, we find the right order to evaluate the results so that the partial results are available when needed. That's all about approaching a problem using DP.